Boomers, you guys keep asking, why is our generation not having kids? This is why. You can't afford kids. What's up, guys? It is your boy Jerome back at it with another Ex-Investment Banker Reacts. Shout out CNBC Make It, because you guys make it easy to make these videos. So you guys keep doing your thing and I'll keep doing my thing, you know what I mean? CNBC, come do a Make It on me. Actually don't, that seems really like stressful. Today, we are following around a lady who makes apparently $400K a year just from her side hustle, which I want a $400,000 side hustle. Instead, this is my side hustle. You guys, these videos, this is my side hustle and I make $100 a month. So come on. All right, let's see what this video is about.
Growing up in a Nigerian household, it was emphasized to us to either become an engineer, a doctor, or a lawyer. Out of all my siblings who are
already, love it, emphasized to us to be doctor, engineer, lawyer. I love to hear it because Indians too, literally the same thing. I will tell you right now, shout out my mother, love her. To this day, if I complain about my job, even though I love my job, everyone needs to complain every once in a while. If I complain, she'll be like, oh, it's okay. Just leave that job. Why don't you just take the MCAT? What do you mean? No, I'm not interested. So I understand the struggle here.
For engineers, I was the only one who studied architecture. I needed to do something that helps like an everyday individual, like a homeowner or someone who just needs someone to come into their house and renovate their bathroom. So I decided to start Juntero. My name is Chisom Okwulehie. I am 35 years old and I make $163,000 a year as an architectural designer.
Dang. First off, okay, she hasn't gotten to the side hustle yet. Well, she said that she started her own business. I assume that the 163 she's talking about here is her like general regular architecture salary, but I did not know that architects made this kind of money.
So Juntero basically is a consulting firm where we hire architects, interior designers, graphic designers, and photo editors. Last year, Juntero Design brought in more than $400,000 in revenue.
Dang, okay, so she started a consulting firm on the side, and the firm made $414,000 in revenue last year. Oh, okay, a little bit of a clickbaity title because on this channel, you guys are finance savvy. You guys get it. You understand. When you say you bring in $400K, that's not going in her bank account like her salary would. This is business revenue. She's got expenses, I assume. It sounds like she has architects, designers, editors, photographers and stuff. So you got to pay all those people. I'm more curious as to what the bottom line is that actually goes into her pocket, but $400,000 in a year is solid. Dang, purchased their home in 2017 for $675K. I wish. No, I mean that actually sounds about right. But if they purchased it for $675, like, can you imagine what it's worth today? In the millions. Guaranteed.
So I'm a first generation Nigerian American born and raised in California. My dad actually was a refugee from Nigeria during the Biafra War. So he actually took the last plane from Nigeria to the US.
I'm not gonna lie, her dad kind of looks like Steve Harvey a little bit. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Someone tell me I'm wrong. I think it's just the really strong mustache. Handsome man.
My first architectural job was at Perkins Eastman, which is the largest architectural firm in New York. It was mainly a 9-to-5 job, but as I started to receive more responsibilities, I noticed that I would be doing like a 12-hour shift. I would come home and there was no daylight. I needed a change in lifestyle, so I decided to move to the public sector.
Is work in the public sector any better? I don't fully know like architecture or like hours in architecture or anything like that. But I mean, I assume it's the job that's causing like lots of hours, right? Not necessarily like private versus public. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. The government always works slow. Maybe it's because they don't work past 5 p.m. All right, my favorite part, the budget. We love going through the budget. All right, 2023, she earned $126,000 from her job at the Port Authority. We'll start there. Yeah, see, so this is what I'm talking about. She paid herself $37,500 through Juntero, saying that your side hustle made $400,000. Like, yes, it did make $400,000, but it's a little misleading to make us think that she made $400,000. You know what I mean? Come on, CNBC. Also, I'm not gonna lie. The title of this video is "My Side Hustle Brings in 400K." So maybe this is on me. Maybe this is my fault for not reading the title fully.
So my husband and I, we share a joint account, and the way we approach finances in our household is that he takes care of the investments accounts for himself and our children, and then I take care of the childcare expenses. And
all right, I want to pause because I'm just looking at this chart. So she brought in 123 plus the 30 something for, call it 165. They're spending almost $10,500 per month. Comes out to $126,000 per year that they're spending. That's her full salary. I don't know how much he makes, but I assume a cybersecurity professional in his mid-30s in New Jersey is probably making six figures. Housing, $3,500. Okay, housing, $3,500. It's really not terrible. Two people like splitting that amongst two salaries. Childcare, I wouldn't know anything about childcare, but I've heard it's really expensive. That sounds about right for two kids. Debt repayment, what does that include? Do they tell us? Student loans and credit cards? Yeah, student loans, absolute. I pay about $1,000 a month for my student loans. Utilities, car lease, food. Honestly, food seems low here. I would have expected food to be much, much higher, especially for a family of four. Maybe they ate out a lot, and maybe some of that food cost is in discretionary. Overall, now that I'm looking at it, I mean, could they be saving a little bit more? I think yes, but it's really not that bad. Whoa, they spend about $4,600 a month on childcare, it says. Why did the previous screen say it said half that amount? What's going on, CNBC? What are we talking about? Is it like because December is like winter break type thing, like they didn't have to pay as much because the daycare was closed? Probably. So that means you got to add another like $2,300 to this 10,000 number. $150,000 in expenses. Dang, that's a lot of money. But yeah, I mean, a lot. The most expensive thing they have is childcare. See, and this is why people aren't having kids. Boomers, you guys keep asking, why is our generation not having kids? This is why you can't afford kids.
we both pay for the mortgages because we do have a mortgage on our primary home and the lot that we purchased. And we both also pay for like groceries and utilities.
Ooh, okay. I like to see this. So after expenses, Juntero netted about $173,000. I'm not gonna lie, that's really, really solid. On 400K, you're talking about a margin of 42% margin. That's really, really good. Honestly, kudos to her for growing that business so quickly. You should pay yourself more.
Last year, the revenue that we generated from Juntero went mostly into high yield savings account after we paid ourselves. I honestly believe in the idea of living within your means, and I'm also aware.
Oh no. She said the secret words that I hate. Living within your means. Do I have to go in on this lady? Do I do it? Okay, I'm gonna do it. It's easy to live within your means when you are bringing in a combined probably $300K in salary, plus you have another business that's generating another $173,000. But your disposable income is approximately like $400,000. Of course it's easy to live within your means. The people that can't live within their means are the ones that aren't making money. Here's what I hate about this argument, right? Let's just take one piece of their budget. $4,600 a month for childcare, $55,000 a year. If you are not wealthy, how do you afford that? And don't you in the comments just be like, oh, if you're poor, you shouldn't have kids. Okay, yeah, sure. Life doesn't work that way. If you have a kid and you are not wealthy. What are you supposed to do? That's the question. That's the question. That's why I hate when people say live below your means. It's a fine concept. It's not realistic for everyone. Whoa, okay. Honestly, this is the reason to work for public services. So she's got $173K in student loans, and she's hoping to have her loans forgiven through the public service loan forgiveness program in 2027. So how this works is if you make, on-time payments for 10 years and you work in the public sector, then on that 10th year payment, the remainder of your loans gets completely forgiven. Now, the people that benefit the most from this are people that are on income-driven repayment plans, because say you don't make as much money, then your monthly payment is like, I don't know, say $100 or something. You pay $100 a month for 10 years, and then the remainder of it gets forgiven, and you never have to pay off like the huge chunk as long as you meet this criteria. It's meant to help like people that go into public service and like teachers. I don't love the idea of you having a business that's making multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars and using this. I mean, like, yeah, it's what it's there for. Like, get your bag, I guess. But I don't love the idea of you having a $400,000 business and still trying to get your loan forgiven.
I was doing, let's say, like 70% of the work, and then I will outsource the remaining 30% of the work. But I noticed that it was interfering with most of my time over the weekend because I still had my 9-to-5 job.
And that's what it feels like to work as an investment banker. Is investment banking, your regular job, interferes with your weekend because you still have your regular job just all the time, you know?
My approach to money has drastically changed. I strongly emphasize on the importance of generational wealth, which translates to investments. We've been looking into like 529s, 401ks, and then in the future we're going to talk about creating a trust, because our main goal is to...
I like this. Yeah. 529, college fund, 401k, retirement. Obviously, everyone should do those things. But a trust, if you have the money to do it and you can house your assets, your businesses, and all sorts of stuff inside of a trust, very tax efficient. Also super helpful if you pass away one day. But yeah, this idea of like generational wealth, we as immigrants, we need to build generational wealth in this country. And investments and things like this, that's the way to do it. So smart, love it. Honestly, I hope Juntero does phenomenally, and I'm serious. I would love to work with them if they want to design my space here for free. That'd be incredible. I'll say it again. The only thing I did not like was that student loan thing. It's not sitting well with me, but also the federal government has unlimited money, so who cares? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. We'll do plenty more. And I'm your favorite ex-investment banker, Jerome. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Wait.